What's up, YouTube? I'm out here at this beautiful park here in the city of Detroit, and I have the pleasure today to interview an inspiring author. I'm so excited to introduce you all to her and for you all to hear her story, how she's overcome, how she's overcoming, and also the inspiration to her new book.
Hi everybody, I'm Harper. I'm an author of 10 wonderful children's books. You can find me at Kenya's AmoraLLC.com. That's KenyaSAmorallc.com. She kept asking me a question about how to love yourself.
Okay.
And so I would keep explaining it to her, and I would come up with some good explanations too. She would just keep forgetting. I said, you know what, Mommy gonna write it down for you, and then we can read it whenever you like. So we came together, we put a little, like, you know how you fold the paper up, and we did some clip art off the computer, and just wrote the story and put the pictures in there. And she really liked the story, because the story was about her and all the stuff she does to show how she loves herself. And then she asked me would I read it to her class.
Wow.
And so I said sure, and I asked her teacher said no problem. And her teacher was, you know, they were already doing the things in the book, because the book talks about meditating, eating right, you know, loving your mind, body, and spirit. And so the kids really loved the book. And then afterwards, her principal was standing behind me, and I didn't know he was listening. And afterwards, he said, you know, I publish Black authors' books. I would love to publish your story.
Wow.
I was like, oh no, I'm just a mom. Like I you know, I don't be sitting around writing stories. I just merely wrote this for her. But he asked me to really think about it, and of course I went to talk to my family, my mom, my best friend, and they're like, are you crazy? If somebody want to publish your story, you need to make that happen. And so that's how my journey began.
Wow. So as you're now, I know we were walking up here and you said you're on your 10th book now?
I am on my 10th book. I was working on it just yesterday.
Wow.
Finishing up the touches and everything. I still just gotta, you know, let the editor look at it. But yeah, I'm on my 10th book now.
Wow, that's awesome. So how has your stories progressed as you've, written more books? Well, it started out with your daughter and her loving herself. So how have you built upon that?
Well, I started back in 2004, so that was a long time ago.
Don't remind me.
And I had wrote 2 books back then. One called All Children Can Grow Up to Be Healers, and then one about her called How To You Love Yourself. And then it really kind of scared me, because I really wasn't prepared to be an author. I sometimes feel like an imposter author, like you're not really an author, you're just kind of like pretending to be one. But people were so excited for me. And so I stopped for like 20 years. 20 years? Because I was just like, I don't know if this is for me, because I didn't realize how much of a business it was. And so I wasn't ready, but God said, you're not ready, but I'm going to get you ready. And that's exactly what he did. So 20 years later, 2023, I started writing again. And I actually had some stories that I wrote back in 2004, and they were just sitting there waiting for me. I had already copyrighted them and everything, and didn't realize, I forgot I did that. And so, like I said, I started writing stories for her as she was younger, but now she's 28.
Wow.
And so now my stories have progressed. When I'm selling books, I sell them in person, like at vending events, and customers come to my table and they talk to me and share stories with me about their children. Teachers come and share stories with me about their class, and I get inspiration from there, and I start to write stories from that. Wow,
that's beautiful. So, do you want to talk about how you, how you've been impacted by your mom's stories at all?
I'm just really proud of her, because it was a time where she didn't know she was going to be able to do anything like that with her life, especially because of her disability and her body getting worse over time and stuff. So she really showed her capability and really showed how she can really do things for herself and be independent, and then also help other people too.
Okay.
And I'm really proud of her for that.
And that was inspiration for you?
It's very inspirational.
Yeah. Your mom's a strong cookie.
She really is. I live with her. She's stronger than y'all know.
That's awesome. Let me ask you this: which of your mom's books is your favorite?
have to say the one with the dog in it,
Mm-hmm.
Rex, the dog. Because I used to have the reason why she wrote that story is because I used to have a dog named Rex that I got when I was living in Georgia, and I brought him back here to meet my mom.
Oh, okay.
So she ended up writing a story about him.
Oh, look at the book right there. Wow. Okay. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. And I know you've overcome your own difficulties that happen too. How is her book helped you on your own personal journey?
It's helped me not be so ashamed to be myself.
That is truth right there. I feel like, in this life we have to be genuinely authentic, and then when we can see ourselves in stories, or we can relate to different things, it definitely helps like moving forward.
Yeah,
it helps.
When she wrote Tuya Ra, when she wrote How Tuya Loves Herself, she it made my self-esteem go up because I was the character in the book, and you could see my face, and I was doing all the poses and making sure that I was doing everything in the book as a character, and it made my self-esteem go up at that age because I was like 5-6 years old.
Yeah. Right. Yeah. That's powerful. That's powerful. Is there anything else you want the public to know about you?
I have disabilities too.
Okay, let's highlight that. What have you been going through?
I was born with 2 birth defects. One birth defect is hydrocephalus.
Okay, what's that?
Hydrocephalus it's a medical term for water on the brain. It means that your cerebrospinal fluid it clogs your brain, like it'll start building up in your brain, and that will cause issues or worse. And they put something called a shunt in my head, and a shunt is a pump that pumps the extra fluid out. And I go to the bathroom and it leaves my body like that.
Okay. Wow. That's some powerful technology to even be able to do that.
Right.
Yeah.
And then I also was born with spina bifida. Spina bifida is a disability where a part of your spine is not fully developed.
Wow.
And it also means that your nerves may be exposed, or your skin might be thin in that area. You're born like that.
Yeah.
It's a little bubble on the back of on your spine at the bottom or at the middle, and they have to fix that. But the reason why it's bad to have it is because it causes nerve pain, and it makes it hard to function, move, and walk, especially if you gain a lot of weight.
What advice would you have for anyone going through that or dealing with something similar? Is there anything you learned from your own journey that people should consider?
Exercise is key because it'll help you deal with that. It will help you deal with that pain. It will help you deal with losing weight, and it will help you deal with the weakness you get from the spina bifida too. Even if you're in a wheelchair and you can't walk, just do exercises with your arms or your upper chest or something like that. Do anything that makes your body get more flexible, or you move easier, because it's gonna get worse over time, so you want to fight it as much as you can over time.
Okay, that's beautiful. Listen, we're praying for you, and thank you so much for your courage speaking today, and I'm so glad you found inspiration in your mom's books. This is beautiful. What would you say is the thing that's allowed you to cope and make it through and overcome those depressive thoughts and things like that?
It's been a few things. Definitely prayer, God and prayer.
Listen,
because
yes.
God is your silent therapist.
Yes.
He's always there to listen to you. Vent, cry, be mad. God is the first thing, and then I had to pray about it, because I had to, in my mind, create a reason. Like this is happening. I don't know why it's happening, but I know God don't put too much on me that I can't handle.
Yeah.
And sometimes I feel like, this is a lot, God. I'll be saying, like, this is a lot. This is real tough today, God. Like, me and my dad have a bunch of conversation.
Yeah.
Also, relationship in my support system, community.
Community is so important.
My family, my friends, like they wanted to be there for me, and I had to allow them to be there for me. That was really important. But the biggest thing is myself. I mean, I had to really stop doubting that I wasn't worthy or something was wrong with me. It was just things were different.
Right.
And I had to adjust to just where I was. Now I was so busy living in the past about what I used to could do and looking to the future what I wanted to do that I wasn't living in the present. And I was just, my life every morning was feeling miserable. I just felt like I was just not happy. And when I started focusing on, okay, this is where you are right now, so what can we do? Because the only day that matters is the day you wake up.
Yes.
So, like I said, God, accepting yourself in your community and friends and family, like that's what gets you, and knowledge. Right. Research things, expose yourself, get involved with things. What do you still like? You still a person.
Yeah, for sure.
Whether you have a disability or not.
You just move differently, or you have to approach different things differently.
Right. So what can I do differently? Like, what can I do? So now, before I was like, oh, nobody want me to go out with them because I can't get in the place. Now I call the place. Are y'all handicap accessible? Can I get in there? You know.
And then you make your decisions from that. You just got to plan a little bit. That's all.
I get on the dance floor and dance like everybody
else. Yeah, I remember seeing you.
Have a good time.
Yeah.
You know, enjoy your life. We here to enjoy life, deal with our challenges, and overcome them. But we here to do it together.
Absolutely.
You know.
Yeah, that was something you said that stood out to me was having those conversations with God. I mean, that's been something that
self-talk
has been
so
I've even noticed that when I've talked to God, whatever I was thinking about my situation, I noticed that He would give me a different perspective that helped me think about it differently. And then I would even notice how I would begin to notice like people coming into my life. Like even that time I met you at that public speaking event.
Yeah.
And for sure. And just how and what to pay attention to. But yeah, it definitely is one of those things where it can be something where you have to figure out like what's your own personal sort of improvement plan, or your survival plan to make it through. Prayer, community, so super important, and just figuring out like how to work on something, even like to look forward to.
Been something. Give yourself grace. Yes. Because every day is not gonna be a good day. Some days it's just so hard. Yeah. And it just make you feel like, what's the point? But that's a moment in your life. That doesn't define your life. I always say my disability doesn't define me. It's a part of what I go through. But I define me. Me and God define what my purpose is and what I'm meant to do.
I love that. That is so powerful. So Kenya, where can people find you? Where can they look you up? How can they get in contact with you?
I have my website is called Kenya's Amora LLC. That's Kenya, Keny's, Amora, AMORA, LLC.com. Okay. Amora is Shakana's middle name, and of course Kenya's my name, so I kind of combined that together. Okay. I'm also available. You can call me at 313-570-7994. But yeah, definitely check me out on Kenya's Amora LLC, and that's the Facebook also and Instagram. Okay. And check out my collection of books. Yeah. Her books are beautiful. And people call me all the time for advice and just to talk to me about different things. Because I do other things in the community besides write my books. I also work for a nonprofit that helps families that have kids with disabilities in school, and I volunteer in my community. I mean, I have a full life that I do a lot of things to not only help others, but then it helps me also. Yeah, that is so beautiful. Well, listen, I appreciate you so much for sharing with us today. Yeah, thank you for the interview. I appreciate it. Absolutely. Yep, you and your beautiful daughter, and just your challenges and how you've overcome, and how you still decided to build a full life in the midst of struggle. So, Shakana, what are you working on these days?
Well, I just started recently going to the gym because I'm trying to lose weight and get more muscle in my body so that it's easier to move. Okay. And walk around and stuff. Yeah. I'm fighting the spina bifida. Okay. And then I'm also going to group therapy for a multitude of reasons every Tuesday.
Okay.
And I'm just trying to get more healthier mentally, emotionally, physically, and financially, just better.
Yeah.
Just trying to improve.
Yeah, and I love like what your mom said too. You gotta give yourself grace.
Right.
One day at a time, you know. It doesn't have to all be figured out today.
Right.
You know. Yeah. Actually, I got a tip for you too. I was there's a water exercise class at the YMCA that I started going to, and that actually has been helping just with some of the mobility stuff too. So I'll share some of that with you also. Okay.
Okay. Thank you.
Is there any last minute conversation you want to give the people out here?
I just want to say I'm very proud of my mom, and I'm proud of myself. And I think that you can achieve anything as long as you put your mind to it and stick with the process. No matter what happens, do not ever give up.
I love that.
Ever.
I love that. That's so true. Pound for the one time. All right, you all. Till the next video, y'all. Hey, if you like this content, like, share, subscribe, and I'm signing out.